Good day, everyone. In the news is an article now, and many of you might know about this already. And this is in News 24. And as usual, the link to this article will be in the description below this video, as well as in the first comment, that President Cyril Ramaphosa is to face his first motion of no confidence on the 30th of March. And that is in Parliament. I don't know where the Parliament will be sitting, probably still the same venue as where the State of the Nation address took place. It's costing us millions of rand, but then we used to spending that kind of money on all sorts of nonsense. The motions of no confidence in President Cyril Ramaphosa and his cabinet will be heard on the 30th of March. So there's two separate motions. The one from a new party represented in Parliament, and then one from the Democratic Alliance. And voting for both motions will be open, with some opposition parties unhappy about the Speaker's decision. Now, always when they want a motion of no confidence, it was first Jacob Zuma, I don't know how many times, and now Cyril Ramaphosa. So what is the chance of a motion of no confidence passing? And in the past, what happened was that they would beg the Speaker to allow it to be a secret vote. So this is a big deal to the people in Parliament. Now, why am I raising this? Because it's about the timing and the fact that the people want to make our superhero president, remember the one that was a superhero all over Facebook and other social media sites, he must now look stupid, incompetent, etc. Where before it was okay for the DA leader to stand behind the president when he announced it will be locked down for a period of time. Then stood behind him again when he said we'll be locked down more and locked down more. No problem. And now he's begging and pleading for all regulations to be dropped. Two-faced. I don't fall for nonsense like that. You're one and the same. But in any case, the National Assembly Speaker, Nosifiwe Mapisa and Kakula, said parties could make submissions to her about the matter. So she's saying they can moan and bitch about the fact that this voting will be in the open. And what they are saying is none of the ANC MPs are going to openly vote against Cyril. Well, actually, that could be quite interesting to see. President Cyril Ramaphosa will face his first motion of no confidence on the 30th of March. And this is very significant for one simple reason. He was chosen and elected as ANC president at the electoral conference in 2017 at the highest price ever paid to get someone elected. Because as the president of the ANC, he was automatically going to become the president of the country. Because we don't elect our president. And I have to highlight that. We don't elect our president. Parliament does. And this is an absolute farce and needs to cease. Both votes will be in the open, and this could delay the process, as some opposition parties are unhappy about National Assembly Speaker Nosifiwe's decision and could take further steps. Now, those further steps could be court cases, and that happened in the past, and the courts have actually intervened when they probably should not. When it comes to this system, what we should do is kick the system out completely. We can only do that by changing the current constitution. And anyone that tells you that the constitution of the country is sacrosanct, they are nuts. The people are demented, because the current constitution was a transition constitution. It is filled with Trojan horses that takes your and my freedom away. And I did a video earlier today where I made it clear that a government can give people options, try and persuade them to do things. And because they believe they are responsible under our constitution for your health and your life, they will make decisions for you. So our constitution is flawed. It is rotten to the core when it comes to your freedom. Believe me, read it and you will find out. At the National Assembly Programming Committee meeting on Thursday morning, Mapisa and Kakula announced that both motions will be voted on and debated on the 30th of March. She said voting for both motions will be in the open. Now, the first thing is, I've never seen a debate in Parliament. They don't debate. Each cock goes and stands on his dung heap, and the one that craps the most has the highest seat and gets the most time. So they can speak the longest. And the person that speaks the longest, he obviously gets heard the most. And this is just by scientific default with regards to time. Not because they're actually saying anything of substance. But in our Parliament, The system believes that equality and equity and all these things means if you get more votes and you have more seats, you can speak longer. That is just how it works. Somehow they see this as a democracy. DA Chief Whip Natasha Mazzoni said an open vote would be very concerning to members who might not want to toe the party line. This is old hash. I'm so sick of hearing that already. Why are they even doing this? She said an open vote would be tantamount to wasting time. Then stop now, because I can tell you now that you are wasting your time. She suggested that Mapisa Ngakula take a legal opinion on the matter. This is hilarious. Mapisa Ngakula said she had taken a legal opinion. She said, I wouldn't come and preside over this meeting without a legal opinion. Slap in the face to Natasha Mazzoni. The environment in Parliament is not toxic at all. While I tend to disagree with that, the entire system you find yourself in is toxic. It's in fact so toxic that it's brought the country to where it is now, and that is why we need to change the system. You can go and read the rest of the article. I'm not going to torture myself any further. And the only thing that's noticeable here is the fact that there's two votes. The one is against the entire executive, and this is the cabinet that the president chose, and then against the president himself. And ATM brought the motion against the president, and the DA brought the motion against the cabinet. So both of those, which are the high-level institutions in the country, they want to lay to waste. Now my question is plain and simple. Who do you replace them with? Do they think there's anything better to replace them with? There is nothing to replace them with. That's why the system needs to change. Why does the DA and the ATM think that their vote of no confidence will make any difference? We had Jacob Zuma. Now we have Cyril Ramaphosa. Look what he has done to the country. People, really. Rather the devil you know than the devil you don't know. I'll rather take my chances with Cyril, the Piril, the Mampara, whatever you want to call him, the frog in the pot, than the next person they're going to put in his place. All this means is that he's not playing the fiddle so well anymore, and the tunes and the people pulling the strings, they are a bit upset, and they just want to shake things up a bit. But at the end of the day, Cyril needs to decide. Does he actually want to start using his conscience, or is he going to continue playing the game that he's played so perfectly over this time, enabling his global puppet masters to take control of the minds of the people of this country via ridiculous, pathetic mainstream media that don't know what journalism is anymore. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like the content and my perspective, then you can subscribe to this channel. Click the bell icon to get notifications for future videos. You can also join my live stream tonight at 8 o'clock where I speak to channel members. You can join as a channel member, and then you can get additional content. Tonight we're going to be speaking about some of the members of the committee of 300, and then some documentation that my father received many years ago. It's going to be interesting, and there will be some bombshells dropped as usual. Thank you very much. Till the next video.